Hi, I'm Coach Jackie, founder of Goal Getters Global, and this is Reality Check. To gigantic math geeks, this cartoon is hilarious. You see I telling pi, an irrational number with decimal places that go on forever, to be rational. And you see pi telling I, representing an imaginary number, to get real. I saw this cartoon as an opportunity to relate to real life. And now you're probably wishing that I was imaginary. Sorry, folks. Today's reality check is going to teach you how to be rational by getting real. I'm going to show you a way of thinking about how to make rational choices that help to create an awesome reality. This is a cupcake, a sweet, delicious dessert. They used to look just kind of like amorphous blobs or mounds, but nowadays they look like this, or this, or even this. They are delicious, visually stimulating, and psychologically engaging. You can't help but want to have one. And having a really nice dessert is an awesome choice if you want to enjoy the results of creativity applied to food. And no single choice creates your diet, does it? But the sum of your food choices over the course of a day and day after day does. The same goes for your spending choices. Buying one incredibly beautiful pair of shoes or one cool kitchen gadget isn't the whole picture of your spending habits. Over the course of even just one day, you make a gigantic number of choices. Some of them are health related, some of them are related to your finances, some of them are related to your family, and there are many other categories that you make choices for. But each time you make a choice, it is separate from the others in time, category, and context. This is the way people typically look at choices. You make a choice and there is a result. But oftentimes, when we make a choice, the result that we perceive immediately doesn't represent the full set of results from that choice. In addition, for most aspects of life, it takes making similar choices repeatedly in order for the full set of results to manifest. I've heard it said many times that we are the result of our choices, and this is partially true. So a typical reaction to this knowledge is trying to make active choices in order to achieve a particular result or goal. The problem is that for most people, making conscious choices about every moment causes stress. If you think carefully about stress, it stems from the idea that the particular choice you are making in that moment is going to make or break your entire life. And if you're moving from one activity to another over the course of a day, thinking that, you're going to be overwhelmed. Like each choice is carrying the weight of the world. In order to get you to put that burden down, I'd like you to think about your choices slightly differently. What really happens is that the choice you make has a short-term result that you are aware of. When you eat a cupcake, the immediate result is an extremely pleasurable eating experience. And when you buy a kickin' pair of pumps or an awesome power tool, you get the pleasure of knowing that you now own something that will make you look good or enable you to do something handy. In the case of a cupcake, though, aside from the pleasurable experience, what also happens is the unperceivable stuff that goes on in your body. Digestion, nutrition uptake, storage of energy in your cells. All these events are also the short-term results of eating the cupcake, but you aren't necessarily aware of those choices or those results until you consider them consciously. You can think of other results of buying a power tool or a pair of shoes as well. Depletion of your monetary resources, storage issues, commitment to opportunities to use the purchase, maintenance of the item, and so on. But it is unlikely that you would be thinking about those things as you were making the choice to buy it. There are also long-term results that are actually created at the moment you make a choice, like disposal issues in the case of a product, or contribution to a particular set of eating habits in the case of foods. We can also think in terms of communication styles, levels of physical activity, financial resources, quality of relationships, and other long-term results that are affected when we make a choice. Most often when you are making a choice in the moment, you aren't thinking about the long-term consequences of your choices, because the short-term result that you are aware of gets in the way and stops you from considering much else, let alone the far distant future. Plus, since each choice is separated in time, circumstances, and category, we aren't considering the other choices that we've already made that might affect the long-term results. In order to overcome the possibility of shooting ourselves in the foot by not foreseeing the full consequences of our choices, there is a simple solution. Make the long-term result you want your choice now. By keeping your long-term choice at the front of your mind, you'll be able to more easily access the full set of short-term results and the long-term results that you're making with any particular choice in any given moment. This way you can override a choice that you might otherwise make without that information. If you decide on and use your long-term choices as your guide, you'll be able to more easily balance the choices you need to make in the moment to achieve a long-term result that you're planning to create. You can see here that because your choices in the moment are driven by your predetermined long-term choice, the short-term results will more directly add up to a positive long-term result. Now you may recognize that positive choices require a lot of thinking about the results you will get before you make the choices so that you can change your mind in the moment if you want a different result. This stepwise approach to achieve what you want to create in reality helps you make rational choices in the moment. Spend some time thinking about what your long-term choices might be for any aspect of your life and see if you can think of choices that would be consistent with that goal right now. And that's my tip for a great way to get real and be rational. This is Jackie Verrilli, also known as Coach Jackie. If you like this video and think that it's helpful, please share it on whatever social media you can possibly think of and use. Thank you.